Imagine a conflict so devastating that in just over 1 year, more than 50,000 people are killed. The majority of them are civilians, neighborhoods reduced to rubble, families erased in an instant, and a humanitarian crisis unfolds while the world watches. This is not ancient history. This is Gaza. From October of the year 2023 through today, this is the story of the 2023 Gaza invasion and why it may be remembered as one of the most destructive and controversial military campaigns in modern history. Welcome to Time Travelers Anonymous, where we do not rewrite history, we just expose it. Let us begin with the numbers. As of March 2025, over 50,000 Palestinians have been reported killed. That number comes directly from the Gaza Ministry of Health. More than 113,000 people have been injured. And according to humanitarian agencies, at least 1/3 of the deaths were children. Many others were women. Entire families gone. On the Israeli side, the Israeli Defense Forces reported 846 soldiers killed. That number includes ground operations, drone attacks, and rockets fired from inside Gaza. Now let us look at what happened. In October of the year 2023, Hamas militants carried out a surprise attack inside southern Israel. Hundreds of civilians were killed, others were taken hostage. It was one of the deadliest days in Israel's history. In response, the Israeli military launched a full-scale invasion of Gaza. The stated goal was to eliminate Hamas, to destroy its infrastructure, and to prevent any future attacks on Israeli soil. But as the invasion expanded, so did the destruction, and so did the civilian death toll. According to Action on Armed Violence, at least 74% of those killed in Gaza were civilians. That includes women, children, and the elderly. Apartment buildings, schools, and refugee camps were all hit. Even hospitals and United Nations shelters were struck multiple times. Entire neighborhoods were flattened by airstrikes, in many cases with no clear military targets visible. So how does this connect to international law? The laws of armed conflict require all nations to protect civilians. You must distinguish between military targets and civilian populations. You must not use force that is disproportionate to the military gain. And most of all, you must not turn civilian cities into war zones. Many international legal experts have said that what happened in Gaza may amount to violations of international humanitarian law. Even officials in the United Nations and the United States expressed deep concern. At the same time, the Israeli government stated that Hamas used civilians as human shields, that rockets and tunnels were being launched from underneath hospitals and schools, and that Israel made efforts to issue warnings before launching strikes. But many on the ground, including humanitarian workers and journalists, questioned whether those warnings were effective or even possible to follow when over 2 million people had nowhere else to go. Meanwhile, Israel restricted fuel, food, and aid from entering Gaza for extended periods of time. This created what many are now calling a total humanitarian collapse. Hospitals shut down, water became scarce, and electricity was gone in most areas for weeks at a time. So what are we supposed to take from all this? That modern war is still brutal, that even the most advanced militaries can break the rules, and that the people who suffer the most are almost never the ones who started it. The 2023 Gaza invasion will likely be studied for decades, not only for its tactics, but for its toll, its legacy, And a question it forces all of us to ask: if this is how we fight wars today, what does peace even look like tomorrow? Thanks for watching Time Travelers Anonymous. Subscribe for more true history, untold operations, and stories that are just too real to be fiction. Because history is not just what happened, it is what keeps happening.